But I think if I were to choose concepts around which the convention is revolving, was the fact of priorities in the church. That if the problem of race is going to be met by the church has to put her economics backing behind it. Not just in terms of monies, but in terms of people with whom she does her business.
Did Project Equality come into discussion?
Not as a main theme, because Project Equality is a program of NCCIJ already, but it was certainly again pushed because the concept again of Project Equality is very good. How can the church deal with discriminatory businesses and be church? There's a contradiction involved there. She is cooperating with evil in doing so. I think what people would like to see is
Forget the towel.
more positive contributions on the part of churches to the black community in one way or other. Direct contribution of monies to the black community into programs.
Well, now, to whom in the black community? Now, take Memphis. Money put where? Into St. Thomas? For distribution in the black community?
No, not necessarily. Money put into any program that will end up.
The Freedom Center thing?
Yeah, anything that will bring about, let's put it in terms of economics, anything that will be an effective program of economic self-determination.
Money then poured into the AFSCMA?
Could be one good means. I've really listed, made a list of things like this. But let's say there are ways in which money can, places where money can be placed, where it will really hit at the root of the problem, and places where money can be placed where it won't, at least immediately hit at the root of the problem. For example, you can put money into a daycare center, and that will relieve, just to give you an example, welfare mothers to get a job. Well, this is healthy because a person in getting a job and in supporting the family is at least experiencing a level of humanness that wasn't there before. But at the same time, that's not hitting the root of the problem, because this isn't,
Well, it's not here where the welfare mother goes to work for 75 cents an hour or something like that.
Right,
She goes to work.
That's right. So that would be, say if you were to put money into programs that are hitting that problem, then you're doing something. In other words, not only do you want to relieve the mother so that she can go to work, but you've got the added problem. Now, after she gets to work, is she getting a just wage?
Yeah.
And here's, a place where the union, say, money were to be placed in such a way that you're making it possible for people to organize or to unionize and thereby get a just wage, I think is at least coming to a tighter grip on the problem of economic self-determination. I'm trying to think of another good program, that would be a good example. Leadership training programs, I think, say for young black students, would be, perhaps another thing that would be something that's a little bit more rooty, in the sense that leadership training can take black youth, bring them apart, and help them come to a better knowledge of themselves, and be able to see more clearly what he or she has to do in coming to terms with his position in society.
What about things like university scholarships? Did you consider that director?
That would be certainly a help in determining or in bringing about or in building up a black person in such a way that he's put in a position of self-determination. In other words, you're helping this person acquire an education, and when he gets these papers, at least he's qualified.
Yeah.
Now, again, I think to hit at the root of the problem of racism is going to somehow affect the structure so that it is going to accept the black person who is qualified.
Mm-hmm.
That, I think, again, is hitting that through, because what you have to do is change the structures. The structures as they are not open to competent black people in so many instances.
Yeah. You find that more true here than in Chicago?
A very difficult comparison, because of the size of Chicago. You're naturally going to have more opportunities. I would tend to say no. I would say very difficult to compare cities.
Yeah.
Very difficult to compare cities. For example, in Chicago and Pittsburgh, you have this problem of black people entering unions.
Yeah.
You got the same problem here.